That's beautiful, because the next question is, what is an ombudsman? How does this actually work, and will it work to rein in what you so perfectly called the rogue organization that has become the Arizona Department of Corrections?
So who's that?
I think it's you. We can do this less formally too. I just want to make sure everybody has time.
That's fine. I don't want Rodriguez to come chase because I jumped on this stuff.
No, that's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay. So what the ombudsman does, it's an independent ombudsman. So the way I envision it, and I've spoken to Representative Rodriguez about this, is that I want the ombudsman to have the unilateral authority and not have to answer to anyone except for the legislative body that are making the legislation to improve these things. Because if we have an answer to the director, if you put it in the director's office of DOC, that person may be forced or coerced or what have you to show a different opinion or a different side of what's going on inside an independent. So I want the person to be independent, a separate office with complete access to the governor, and to be able to go to the governor and to the speaker and to the president of the Senate with some of these issues that are hitting the papers and that are it's really hurting our state. So that's what I envision ombudsman to be.
I think it's a great way of looking at it. You know, what we're really trying to get at is an office or a person that someone can go to, either an inmate or a correctional officer or someone involved in the system, that they can go to. They don't have to. They can go outside of the chain of command, which is very insular, which is well known for covering its own tracks. We need to get the issue removed. Once it's identified, the issue will be removed from the DOC apparatus over to the ombudsman, who will then have the staffing and the resources to investigate these things. And then, of course, the committee will come in and offer support and issue the subpoenas, as I said, or the requests for records. We'll have an outside review process. So really, it's just, if you can think about it in this way, it's the first level of oversight before it gets back to the legislature. And if it's done correctly, what you'll have is a system that is present, it answers quickly, because, for example, if someone has to go through one of us, well, in my former position in the legislature, if someone would write us a letter, there's a process that we go through. It takes a little bit of time. Quite frankly, it could go faster, but just the size of our bureaucracy, it doesn't. And ombudsman cuts that process, that waiting period down, gets them more quickly to the issue. They'll eventually develop their own contacts within the agency, their own methods for investigation, and it'll be a more effective manner of making sure that things are done properly within the agency. Because quite frankly, the agency doesn't answer to anyone right now. It only answers to its own internal policies. In my opinion, the governor has not done enough to pay close attention to what is going on in DOC. If he did, I don't think we'd be dealing with this litany of issues that we're dealing with. And just as an aside, I don't think we'd be looking at medical care being taken away from those private vendors. I predict that Judge Silver will probably appoint a receiver for the medical care in DOC when she makes her ruling.